Beera Road Mayor w'ekibuga Kampala naye bayogeddeko ne Road Mayor wa Kampala ye abategeeza n'agamba nti tali lwedde kwogera ku nsonga ezo obudde buno ate ne Nabbira mwennyini n'agamba nti tajja kwongerayo kwogera naye nga yekyakakasa ekifo ekyo akyagala ekyo bwa Road Mayor. Poliisi y'Ejjinja era mu wiiki ewedde omubaka Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu we yali ali ku mukutu ogumu ng'agenze okwogerako eri bannajjinja, poliisi ya storminga oba yayiibwa mu bujjuvu mu bungi n'esalako ekitundu ekyo kyonna. Yo nga poliisi egamba nti yali egezaako okuwa obukuumi omubaka Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu ate n'okulaba nti abantu b'Ejjinja tebatuukibwako buzibu oba n'obutabanguko okulaba nga ebintu bye bibbibwa. Yensonga lwaki embeera eyo yaliwo, bayiwa amagye ne bayiwa poliisi ne bayiwa LDU ne basobola okuba nga basalako ekitebe kya rediyo eyo kwe yali ku saidi z'Ejjinja era twalabako ng'omubaka Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu okumufulumya mu studio yali akukusibwa oba yayita mu mikono gya poliisi ne bamuvuga ne bamuwerekereza okuva Ejjinja mu town ne bamubuusa Nairo paka eri njeru gye bamulegerera ne bamugamba kati vugodde Kampala. So ensonga ezo zonna mwezi zigenda maaso mu ggwanga era mu wiiki eno yennyini Pulezidenti Yoweri Kaguta Museveni yavuddeyo n'atugamba nti COVID teyatukosa nnyo nga bannayuganda lwansonga nti percentage esinga obunene y'abaana n'abavubuka ate COVID ono anafuya nnyo abantu abakuzeekuze mu myaka era mu mbeera y'emu Pulezidenti Yoweri Museveni n'ategeeza nti abavubuka kyabugagga nnyo eri eggwanga lino yagiyita asset kyabugagga nnyo eri eggwanga Uganda era Uganda eyimiridde ku bbo lwakuba waliwo ebirwadde ebibatta nga diabetes n'ebiringa ebyo nti bavubuka bato balwala ebirwadde bisukaali naye ye yategeezezza nti kati abavubuka tuli kyabugagga mu ggwanga lino. Yensonga lwaki olunaku olwaleero tulina omubaka Kenneth agenda okukiikirira abantu b'ekyenjojo okulaba nga atuusa ebirowoozo byabwe eri abantu. Kenneth ono ye ali nnyo mu development oba mu skillinga abavubuka okulaba nti abavubuka bafuna emirimu, okulaba nti abavubuka balina kye bakola mu ngeri emu oba endala. N'olwensonga Mr. Kenneth.
Yes, sir.
Recently we saw His Excellency the President of Uganda.
Yes.
The President said that the youths in Uganda, they are an asset. In which context did the President say that?
Of course, the President coming to tell you that the youth, they are an asset to the nation. That is very true. That's very true. But we have to consider more other factors. First of all, Ugandan youth, as you know, we can only be turned into asset to the nation only if we are skilled. You get? So there is no way you can say that today the youth can be an asset to the nation as it is right now. As you know, most of them are unemployed. One. Secondly, even those who try to work, they are not all that well facilitated and equipped.
Okay.
Yes. As if I can go further and explain a little bit,
no problem.
I will tell you that the only way to benefit from the youth of today is by skilling them.
Okay.
You know, me, when I went to the field to do research, I found out that 77.6% of in my constituents are young people, aged between 17 to 30 years. Meaning that these people, and even, you remember what I told you, out of that number, 77.6, 47.5, they are believed to be illiterate. So when you come up with projects, the government is supposed to bring up projects that will, institutions that will skill them first. If you don't skill the youth, there is no way they can turn to be an asset to the nation. You must.
So the youths are not skilled?
Of course they are not. Some are, some are not. So even, university degree is not enough for somebody to be successful. You must, in fact, if those people who are left behind, the young people who are in the villages, they can even be more developmental than university graduates.
Okay.
Yes. So the country is supposed to put up vocational institutes in every region. Let's say if you go to Western, you put some vocational institutions targeting the youth to skill them. Then you go to Eastern Uganda, you put the same institutions. You go to, in fact, you have to balance the entire nation in order to benefit from them. Then after skilling them, it's when you come up with the projects.
Yeah.
Like carpentry and joinery, You put for them hairdressing and others. You put metal fabrication, welding and metal fabrication. Say that now they will be turned into production.
So why did the president consider, in order to call us the youths, an asset to the nation? And what does the word asset mean to you?
Of course, an asset, as you all know, that is an asset is. How can I explain it? Economically?
Yes. How do you understand it? Do you understand it economically?
Or
does the president see the youths as an asset in economically, that he uses to get money?
Not to get money, because a president is a leader of the nation. When the president comes and tells you that you are
I'm an asset
to the nation,
economically, an asset is something different.
Of course, economically, an asset is something that is tangible, which can benefit you in today's daily life.
Yes.
Yes. So meaning that, as I've told you, the moment I skill you and you start producing,
I become an asset.
You become an asset. On top of that, remember, you'll be paying tax to the government. That's why I think the president has based on that to say that youth, we are an asset to the government. Yes.
So the president didn't. We are not skilled, but still the president calls us assets. Now, in which context is that?
So
His Excellency, the President of the Republic
that is
of
okay.
Uganda.
What we can say,
Yes.
you are still an asset.
I'm still an asset.
Whether you are skilled
Or not.
you are an asset to the nation. What makes a difference is how do you think in today's society? Today you are complaining of unemployment, but unemployment is here to stay. There's no way you will.
There's no way we can fight unemployment.
Of course, unemployment you can fight it through skilling. You must be skilled first. Then you fight unemployment.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's here to stay.
It will be there.
In fact, when somebody comes today and tell you that, Smaya, I'm going to give you jobs and what, that's a lie.
Hey.
That's a lie. Absolutely, that's a lie.
It's a lie. There is no jobs.
Jobs are not there.
Instead, we need to be skilled.
How many institutions that in Uganda that provide jobs? How many?
Few.
Very few. In fact, even if you remove these elders that you are fighting, still you will not get jobs.
Okay. So what should we do? What should a youth do? An asset to a nation.
In fact, me myself.
Because you were youth.
I'm a youth and I'm an asset.
And you are an asset to a nation.
Already.
And you are among the senior citizens in Uganda, because you've started aspiring or looking at.
When I came here, I wanted first of all to explain to you my experience, my working experience.
All right.
First. Then it's when you will prove that we are
that you are an asset.
Yes,
okay.
that the president is talking about.
All right.
Me myself, Ken Nyabonga, started working as Allah's senior one. Can you believe that?
Senior one.
Senior one, I was working.
At what age?
I was around 14.
14 years.
Yes, 14.
Okay.
13, 14 there.
Okay.
So from senior one, that was for Poto SS. I was in the senior one and I was selling toffees. Do you know toffees?
Toffees?
Toffees, they are something like sweets.
Sweets?
Sweets.
Yes.
That time I was doing sweets. I used to sell sweets, a packet. I used to buy a packet at around 1,000. Then after selling it all, you get 1,800.
Hey.
And every day you get a profit of 800. This 800 less than
a profit of 800 every day at 14 years.
Then when I came to the university, I came to Kampala to study university. I found a lot of unutilized opportunities in Kampala here.
Opportunities are here.
Yes, I found a lot of unutilized
How come that people don't see those opportunities?
Let me. I was explaining to you.
Okay.
When I come to the university, that's Kampala International University main campus. I started. Remember the other time I had a classic bakery.
Yes.
Then I turned this into classic I turned it classic mobile computers and phones at university. And remember here there was a time.
Okay.
There was a lot of time. I was studying from morning to 1. Then all that time you'll be free. Then you'll be doing what? Remember when you are studying at university, you are not incurring any cost.
Yes.
Your parents are paying for you the hostel fee, they are paying tuition, and for you, you there to study alone.
Yeah.
Meaning that you can turn that available time into production. So me, I used my time very well, and in 3 years I stayed at the university. I made close to 700 million. Not 770 million.
70 million?
70, in fact it was 70 point something. Because
for how long?
For 3 years.
3 years you made 70 million?
70 million. In fact, it was even more than that, because in between I opened boutiques.
Okay. I
had 2 boutiques, one at Arua Park and another one in Kansang. Those ones I was doing them meanwhile I'm studying. By the time I finished university, I graduated in with a bachelor's degree in business management and administration, specializing in finance and banking. There and then, I went and opened up. Today I own a microfinance.
You're a banker?
I'm a banker by profession, and I own a microfinance.
Professionally?
Yes, I'm a banker by profession.
Okay.
But my dream is to build a bank, not to work in any that is in existence.
You want to build your own bank?
Yes, that's why after university, immediately I started a finance.
Is it the reason as to why you're entering parliament?
No.
Looking for opportunities?
Going to parliament is not all about going to look for opportunities. Opportunities are already available. I'm already enjoying.
You're already connected? No,
what I'm saying, I'm already enjoying a young entrepreneurial lifestyle. I
understand.
Yes.
Okay.
So, and for that matter, I'm already an asset to the nation because I'm paying tax. The government has benefited to me a lot through taxation. Then I have even provided employment to other people. Even I sold many laptops to very many young people, even old people at university. So, if we want to benefit from what the president has said yesterday about turning us to be assets to the nation, we must use time effectively. We need to use our time effectively. Yes, time. Time is very important. So this message goes to all the youth out there. All the young people, including your own self. Because you also young. It goes to all of us. All of us, we are young people. We use our time. We should use our time responsibly. And what I'm saying today, you see, today we are beating ourselves. Smanyi, we are young, we are lacking this and that. Tomorrow you will be old. You'll need to marry. You'll have to have children. And will you tell your wife that I'm poor because I was born in a government that doesn't favor the youth? No. Of course you cannot. A man is not just a title. Being a man is not a title. It's not a title. It means responsibilities and work hard. You must be a hard-working man in order to benefit the government. It is your responsibility to pay tax. Okay. To the nation. Where will the state get money to fund education and other projects? So we need to work as youths. We should stop crying onto the government. Of course you cannot cry. Today, I'm telling you the truth. This is a fact. This is real. But it's the government's responsibility. It is your responsibility, you too, to take care of myself. To take care of yourself, because you are above 18 years. No, what is the government's responsibility? The government is supposed to provide you with the skills where necessary. If you now it hasn't. Who told you that it hasn't provided? The government has already educated many young people. Many young people, as I've told you, me, I'm a product. I'm a UPE product. Meaning that if the government didn't pay for me, they would have lost that money that I'm paying in all the projects that I'm doing. Okay. Remember, I import gadgets from Dubai. You import gadgets? You have money. I may have money, I may not. Money. It doesn't matter. You mean no? You mean poor youths? Let me say it like that. Are not supposed to go to parliament. You people with money, you have connections, you have funds, you have everything. You are the people capable of doing campaigns, people capable of making survey. Now you made the research some years back. Of course, the research. That's because it's costly. That research, the whole constituents. I invested a lot of money. You see, that's having money. No. So how do you expect a youth immediately from school to join politics? Let me tell you, being a young person is not an excuse of you not working.
Okay.
It's not an excuse.
Because you started working at 14.
At 14 years, I was doing business. Remember when a kid is doing the other toffees that I've told you I was selling? If I was able to sell the sweets and toffees at as early as senior one, we cannot think the same when I get out of the university.
Okay.
Because remember me, my brain will be working, will be sharp and aiming at achieving greater things. That's it. The young people, in fact, young people, they are an asset.
So the only message to us with the youths, we need to work.
We must work hard. This issue of
crying out to government help us, government help us.
We're pitying ourselves all the time. That, in fact, that one I will call it self-pity, which is regrettable and uncalled for.
Self-pity?
Yes.
Now you said what's the work of the government?
The work of the government is to provide you with the services.
Services?
Yes.
Healthy?
In fact, healthy, education.
But we pay help.
Paying doesn't mean that paying it's okay. You pay for health. Yes. But surely, as I can tell you,
yes,
with this ongoing situation in the country, we young people, it is our responsibility to work hard.
We need to work.
I was studying university when I'm making money, and even I was employing 2 young girls in my boutiques.
When you were at university, at the same time employing other people outside.
Whom I studied with. In fact, we could study together in the same lecture room. When I'm paying those young girls, 2 of them.
Okay.
And then again, if I can recall a bit, even that didn't even sabotage my education, because immediately after in fact I graduated with a second class upper of a CGPA of 4.2. Yes. Then I kept my papers at home because I can never look for a job.
You can never look for a job.
I don't need it. That's a matter of fact. I don't need
Now what do you do currently? What do you import? And what exactly are you doing?
Today, as I've told you, I own a microfinance in Uganda. You may not.
What is it called?
You may not believe me.
What is it called?
It's Kentom Microfinance. My name is Kentom Microfinance. In fact, when you move across the city here, you will find my adverts everywhere. Those are adverts for my microfinance.
Okay.
Yes. Then again, I own the other classic mobile computers and phones is still available. In fact, even I received a new stock. Computers are available right now, and even we've got nice tablets for the market. You get now like this one. This one I can sell it at around 500,000. This one.
500,000.
Yeah, this one goes for 500,000. It's a new version, which is Android version 7D.
Okay.
That's the new on the market, undertaking. We have even flat TVs at our shop. And other things, I'm doing farming.
You do farming?
Yes.
Now you are doing each and everything. Why do you want to go in parliament?
Me going into parliament.
You have a bank, you have a business, you're a farmer,
I'm a farmer.
You're everything. You started working at a young age. You got money. What do you want?
By the way, let me tell you something before even we go out of that. When the officials of the government from Uganda Microfinance Regulatory Authority came to my office, they thought they would find a huge guy, heavy and old. They asked me, what's your source of finance? I thought they would ask me the source of my wisdom.
They just ask finance. They ask the source of the finance instead of knowing, does this person understand? Does he reason?
Yes, how did I make the money?
But do people still concerned about the reasoning?
You see,
especially Uganda.
You see, you young people, you tend to waste a lot of time in making noise.
Okay.
You make a lot of noise before the public, smiling with this. You know very well that the type of society we have today, the education system that we are having, it trains you to be a job seeker, other than being a job creator. Then on top of that, we are fighting two things at a go. Our parents themselves, we must have to what they call a change of mindset. Our parents also believe that if you were educated, you must work either in a big organization or you must work with the government, which is no longer the case because jobs are not there.
Jobs are scarce.
Jobs are scarce and they are not in place. So what we have to do right now, the parents must know that the world has changed.
Yes.
You take your child to the university, and it is your responsibility, you as a son or a daughter, to understand that education is just a project which has a lifespan.
Now, what effort are you going to put in the parliament?
Of course,
since you're going to be
when I go to parliament,
their representative.
Let me even tell you what even forced me to come and contest. As I was enjoying a very vibrant business career.
Okay.
But I came to rescue my people. I came to rescue my people.
You a savior?
I'm coming as a savior. My people,
they are Messiah.
Our leaders, they've done too little. That is my district. It's my home, you know. There's no way I can leave my home like as if I don't care.
So you are touched?
I'm touched and I'm coming to represent the people so that we change the livelihood of the entire constituency.
There are many members of parliament.
It is very ashaming. Let me first tell you, it's very ashaming today to read that my constituency, 14.6 children between 6 years to 12 years are not going to school. In this 21st century,
it is too sad.
Where we are, today we are shifting to digital. Where will these people? How can they be embraced by the government or by the systems that are in place? That is unfair. Me coming to stand and represent them, I need to change their livelihood. And as I told you, through research, 77.6% of the young people in Mwenge South, they are between 17 years to 30 years.
Okay.
Those people, they don't need right now formal education. What you have to do for them is vocational institutes.
They need vocations?
Yes.
Of which you started it already?
No, I told you I started a
you
project.
kicked on.
A project.
At least you kicked on and started a project.
A project. Not an institute. An institute trains you and issues you a certificate. A project gives you
only skills.
No, a job.
You employ them.
Yes.
Now you're a job creator.
I'm a job creator.
You created a job in your constituency.
Yes. Not only in my constituency, even here in Kampala.
Even in Kampala.
I've told you I own a microfinance. That is one. I have this classic mobile computers and phones.
How many people do you employ at large?
Right now, I have, I think, like 20, excluding the garden group. Because I have even other people who are doing for me farming in the gardens.
You're employing 20 people?
Formally. Those whom we pay salary.
Those you pay salary, yes. Monthly?
20. And I'm 27 years.
You're 27 years?
Yes.
You're employing 20 people?
20 people already.
Imagine you're at 35.
No, even the book that I wrote in 2015, I focused I had a vision of 45 years. I want by 45 years or 50 to have finished working.
Do you believe that this is your generation as youth?
This is our generation. But it takes you as a person. How do you think? How do you think? Because it doesn't matter how much money you get, but how do I utilize the little that I get? It's what makes sense. How do I utilize the little that I get?
Do you support the youths to join politics now? Because it's their time.
Joining politics is okay. It depends. Do you join politics for money, or you are joining politics for leadership purpose?
How will I know that?
Of course, you will know through research. Me, if I was not concerned about my people, I wouldn't conduct a research. Meaning that the time I went and invested a lot of money, plus experts, because a comprehensive research is not made by you only. You must have to involve experts in data collection.
Okay.
I did that research from 2014 and concluded it in 2019. We have a population of about 192,615.
So they should not take politics as a business.
Politics is not a business. It's how. In fact, me, if it was a business, I already have businesses. I know Corona has affected most of our businesses. Yes, but still we shall come back bigger and better.
With last week, I read in news the state minister for microfinance. He said that you youths should stop being involved in politics. Reason being that for them they are paid to play politics. For you are just there talking, you don't earn anything. That leave politics for them that are paid.
Are paid to do what? To do politics?
To do politics. They are paid to politicize.
By who?
By the government.
Of course the government doesn't own money, that's our money.
That's our money.
Yes, when you pay tax, that's the money that the government owns.
But he's a minister, microfinance.
Minister of microfinance? What is
the state minister?
That one is, I don't think is of microfinance.
The state is a state minister?
Bahati.
Yes, Minister Bahati is a state minister for
finance and planning and
yes, economic development. Sorry.
Yeah, that is the when he comes and tells you that Smani, we have to
that you have to leave politics for them that are paid.
Then for us we do what?
Get other things to do that are productive than politics.
Politics is all about representing the will of the people.
But for him, he termed it as a job. That they are paid to politicize.
To politicize what? Because now, meaning that what is the role of an MP? You represent
the people
at national level.
Yes.
At national level, you represent people's views. Then you involve in the budgetary process.
Yes.
Meaning that you are supposed to budget well, basing on research. Meaning that when I go to parliament, if my people allows me anyway to go to parliament, and I have gone with a comprehensive report, I will know that now the agricultural sector, my people today, they are growing coffee at only 5.8%, and they are growing maize at 48.7 or 0.8%, something like that. And that information is about 48.7%. They are doing maize.
UPDF, briefly, UPDF is set to revise the deployment of the LDUs. Okay, so we are looking forward to see, because the spokesperson of the army, Richard Karemere, he said that a name tag will help us for these LDUs to stop brutality, to stop beating up people. How do you see this?
Of course,
will this stop the criminality in LD?
That is a good idea. Because now you see those LDUs, they've terrorized the people a lot. But they also have their credibility somewhere. They've also not done only harm. They've also helped us.
The LDUs?
Yes. You remember the other time we had a lot of crimes in Entebbe, women used to be killed. And
but now they're the one killing.
The Chiefs used to be much.
They stopped Chiefs and they started acting.
Me, I work in the city.
Okay.
I work in the city.
Yes.
The Chiefs used to be much. By as early as 7 p.m. or 8 there, people would be up and down. But today the LDUs are there.
Okay.
And the first, that name is soon even vanishing.
It is not even there in Kampala.
It's
and even around it.
It's going away. And putting tags on their uniform.
Issuing name tags on the uniform.
That is okay. Because if you are Jimmy, I will know now Jimmy has beaten you.
Now we've seen it in the police. policemen have name tags, but we've still seen them in
anyway,
in criminality.
You see, issues of security, they are not mostly discussed on air. The security personnel, they have their own avenues where they sort themselves out.
When they kill people, we don't need to talk about them.
And what I'm saying, you cannot say that whether they kill people, I know they've killed people. But me, I don't have the audacity to come on air
as a leader.
Of course, as a leader, I know I'm a leader. I'm a leader, though I have my limit somewhere as well.
Because according to our research,
issues showing
LD, you have been killing, I've been seen in torture, I've been seen in many cases. I have like 5 reports here.
That's
confirmed by the court.
That's a responsibility of the UPDF and the police. Me, I'm a layman. I'm a layman out. In fact, I'm an old man out when I talk about that.
Okay.
Security issues are discussed by security personnel. Yes, I don't have the audacity to talk anything about it.
COVID has caused more harm than good.
It's true.
And we've seen teachers in Namtumba.
That's true.
They started making coffins because they can no longer go back to in classes. They are laying bricks. How do you see the education sector going? Or where are you seeing it in some time to come?
Of course, COVID is here and it has been there.
And it is here to stay.
It's here to stay. Other factors held constant.
Are you seeing children back to school?
They will go there. They will go back to school, I think, around early next year or late this year. They will go back to school either early next year or late this year.
Hey.
But surely, COVID has costed us dearly. Yeah. As I'm talking today, my businesses have been sabotaged.
Okay.
Tomorrow, I think it's when they will. I've seen on the news that tomorrow we are supposed to open arcades.
Tomorrow.
Which have been locked for now, coming to.
That will be great.
Yes.
And we shall credit the task force for that.
But COVID has affected everyone. Now
we are seeing teachers back in making coffins.
Making coffins.
That means it's a business, but it gives a broad mind for someone to think that the people are going to die.
No, that's not true.
What do you think?
People die every day.
But when you find teachers living chalk, coming in carpentry to make coffins, and that is your...
Oh my goodness. I don't think. People are not going to die. But surely, you see COVID, we must also have a lesson to learn from COVID. Let me tell you a story, one just simple story. There is an old man, he's 50 years.
Yes.
In fact, he's around 55 years. He was working as an accountant in a big firm. But during COVID, they've not paid him anything. And he has company, he has children and a wife and a family
to take care of.
So he came to my office. He was like, now I'm tired of paid employment. I'm going to do now self-employment. Me, of course, I never wanted to eat his money because I can work for him on papers, the memorandum and articles of the association. Then I do for him until I get him a certificate of incorporation and others. I can work for him on those papers at only 2 million. But remember, this is an old man. He has never even sold a pancake in his life.
Okay.
He has been working. He's been working for more than 30 years. 30 years or 20 something years.
Yeah.
So now he's resorting to self-employment. Businesses will never and have never been an alternative to frustration and disappointments.
Okay.
When you come on our side, you must come when you are well prepared. There is let me finish on this.
Okay.
There is no way somebody can open up a business today and expect to feed his family, pay rent for the business, pay rent for the accommodation, and cater for the how do you call it? The family
needs.
Family basic needs
around
needs of the home. So you cannot. Me, I've ever run a business on a deficit side. for more than a year. Then it peaked after a year.
So in politics, we need businessmen like you.
One of the reasons as to why we need businessmen, we are creative.
But
Right now, today in Chenjoju, the solutions of my constituency needs creativity and innovation.
But businessmen are selling the country.
How are you going to sell that? These are my people, as I've told you. Me coming to politics, I've come to use my knowledge and experience I've gained outside to serve my people. These are young people. When they are around 17 to 30 years, these people can work. In fact, it's an another advantage to us.
Okay.
They are illiterate. Do you know why?
No.
They will not give you much pressure.
Okay.
They will easily be embraced because they will.
So you can say whatever you want?
No, not whatever
they
you
don't
want.
follow each and everything that goes on.
Not whatever you want. I'm saying these people will easily get embraced in the government projects that we shall put than you who have a degree.
Okay.
For you will say, me, I studied, I have a degree, I cannot go now into carpentry and joinery, welding, I didn't study for that.
Yeah, I understand.
You get? It's an advantage. And today now we have neighboring districts, very many. Today Fort Portal has become a city. Meaning that we shall have available market. When you go into projects of those ones that I've talked about, you're building a house, you don't even need a university degree. You only need to skill this person into building and construction. Then after, you open up a construction company that will employ these people. Otherwise, skilling them just and leave them there, it doesn't make any sense.
Now, what should the unemployed youths, those who lack skills in Chenjojo do? They don't have skills, they don't have what to do, they are illiterate. What advice are you giving to them, you as their upcoming honorable?
Me as an upcoming honorable for them. What do they do? What right now? Of course, right now we cannot say like we do this and that.
They are not skilled.
Because
that
is our leaders who have been there. What have they done really? This district is coming to 30 years from the time it was made. If you find it still in 30 years, in fact 20-something, close to 30 years, that these young people are not going to school still up to today, it means there is a bigger problem.
But 30 years is not too much.
It is too much. Who told you that it's not too much?
His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, he has been here for 36 years. And he's saying that there are certain mistakes that there are certain issues that he still wants to finish. Up to now, he has not yet finished them. Now, what of the honorable? What of a member of parliament in a constituency?
What are you talking about? In our area, as a Toro sub-region, we've had selfish leaders for so long. Selfish. When I tell
they think for themselves.
Selfish. It is only of recent when we got a great leader in the names of Honorable Alex Ruhunda. That is the only great leader we've had for many years from the time that region was found. Imagine, I was in high school that time. There was a former minister in charge of education and sports. I'm not going to mention any name.
Okay.
This man came and told us in class. I mean, we had a conference in school. This man said, this school, he told us that the school used to be too great. In his time, it used to be too great. But eventually, this school made you a minister of education and sports.
Yeah.
You had all the powers to assign for it good teachers.
Honorable, you can talk to your people. Talk to people from Chenjojo.
My people, of course, I would love to say hi first to one is Mr. Trust Nicholas Omobito.
Okay.
That's my brother.
Hey.
Mr. Trust Nicholas Omobito, thank you so much for watching, and I love you so much. Secondly, I will say hi to my aunt, Miss Zaulia Jenny Rumba. I love you so much, and my name is Nyabongo Kenneth Rumba. Then, then I will change and talk in my language.
No problem. No problem as we wind up.
So, abantu bomuka inywena abachenjojo abamwenge ya masirimuke especially na abatoro yona kutwara hamwe mbaire ni twaro mugisa gunu kubara mujyaha kayiriza kakiro kinu no kubasaba busagiki bwanyu obwire wenyine oburahika ko abuno obwire tubuli bo campaigning baitu campaign obuzira atandika ninja kuija mbabalizi then I can't even say hi to my king. Come on.
No problem.
Yes.
No problem.
Dr. Oyo Nyimba
Kabamba Iguru.
Rukidio Wakana. Dr. Oyo Nyimba Kabamba Iguru Rukidio Wakana. Ni ukora mchaha kairizi kakiro kinu.
Nange ni ukora msia.
No kama bono bwatoro kutwara hamwe. And I will say Gorobi Nzaire, Gorobi Agutamba.
What does that mean? Gorobi Nzaire Gorobi. What does that mean?
That is our respect to our king.
Tweyanzeke owa honorable to be owa Mwenge constituency nange kantwala omukisa guno okubuza ko mwena abaliko Jingo Dorothy kubuza ko nnyo career we mwena mbagala nnyo mu linnya lya Mukama waffe Yesu Kristo.
Allow me at least because now people they don't know me very well.
Okay.
I would have to say I have to say where I'm born.
Okay, briefly within something.
My name is Nyabongo Kenneth. I'm born in Chiarusura village, Kisojo Town Council, Mwenge South, Chenjojo District. And I studied at Kisojo Primary School. I joined Fort Portal SS for Senior 1 up to Senior 4. I later joined Nyakasura School for A-Level. That was Form 5 and 6. In between, I joined Mountains of the Moon University for a short course in basic computing before proceeding to Kampala International University, main campus, where I obtained a bachelor's degree in business management and administration, specializing in finance and banking. Thank you very much. My name is Ken Nyabongo. I seek your support when the right time comes. Thank you very much. I love you all.
Wow. Nange kantwala mukisa guno kubuza ko kubafe chochuru koma nanta yetwa sebuku wangu nata salimwa Mungu Musota Bemba nata Nyamukatebe Musota nze musajjawo Gideon Lasule Semogere kya junior mwagalwa olugave muzukulu wandugwa ekatende akubuza ko mere bulungi mweraba.
The Lord is watching you. Christ is watching you. Don't have it about, yeah. The Lord is watching you. Yeah. Keeping on, do it for the Lord. Doing it for the Lord. Keeping on, do it for the Lord. Doing it for the.
Let's get it on. This is your solution ground. You are listening to Faith City Radio, your solution ground.